guys, Lumberjack here. I'm on my way out to the woods today. Checking on some cameras. I usually leave my cameras out year round, just to capture whatever I can. Taking Maisie with today. She loves going to the woods, and she's super whiny. She's wanting to go out like right now. Anyways, so yeah, check out my cameras. Put out some legal bait bricks. Not really bait bricks. I just put them out just to get an inventory of what I have in the area for the year. So yeah, I gotta probably put up another camera. I'm gonna have 4 total cell cameras out. I use a couple different brands for the cell cams. Just to, like I said, just give it an inventory of what is going on this year so far. I've gotten a few bucks. I haven't really seen any shooter bucks yet, but that's one of the camera I will be checking today is an actual. It's a non-cell cam. It does take color photos at night, so there's a flash to it. It's actually one of my favorite cameras because it takes beautiful pictures. So I'm going to check on that. It's been a few weeks since I've been out there, so we'll see what we can see. You can't tell me this dog doesn't love being outdoors. That's what I like about running out, checking my cameras. My pup Maisie absolutely loves the outdoors. Cannot keep her indoors. If it was up to her, she would be outside all day, every day. Where's it at, Maisie? Huh? What you got? What you got? So I got a camera right in these patch of pine trees here. That's where I was talking about my colored picture camera that takes colored pictures at night. Does have a flash. I haven't really seen where the flash really startles the deer or bothers them much at all. I know I've read where some people say it does bother them. I can't say I've experienced that myself, but I'm not saying it doesn't happen. Okay, here I am walking through a cornfield to get to my spot. Last time I was out here, the corn was, I don't know, ankle high at best. Now it's almost over my head already. You know, it's only been a couple of weeks since I've been out here. So yeah, kind of shows the length of what I do to get to some of my cameras. Fun, right? All right, here we are in the patch of pines that I put the one camera in I talked about. It's just probably maybe an acre of pines. It's always been a good transition spot all year round, actually. Good place to find sheds in the springtime. It's good cover, faces the south. South sun, I guess you could say. It's a nice warm area in the wintertime. Really thick in here this year. I don't know, not sure why it's as thick as it is, but I'm seeing blackberries, and I'm sure there's probably raspberries all up in here as well. As you can see behind me, there's my camera. So yeah, I'll check that out. There should be a couple hundred pictures on there, hopefully. Like I said, it's been a few weeks since I've been out here. Check that camera and move on to the other cameras, where I'm going to put one more camera up. That'll make 4 cell cams that I'll have out here. The one spot that I'm going to put a camera up is a spot that I haven't ever really hunted. It's another small little patch that the deer travel through to get to, you know, food source or whatever. So I'll check in with you guys over there. All right, guys. I've checked the. Hold on, there's an eagle flying across real quick. Anyways, probably had a snake or something. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I've checked 3 cameras so far. The one camera that I said takes the color photos. It's a non-cell cam. So I have to check the car when I get home. The camera will turn on, but the display won't come on. So I don't know if the batteries are low or what the deal is. Like I said, I'll have to check the card when I get home, and then I guess if it's low on pictures, first thing I'll try to do is change the batteries out. And if that's not it, then obviously it's a bad camera. It's a couple years old. I leave it out year round, so I'm sure it's taken quite a beating over the time. So it might be time for a new camera. We'll see what happens here. All right, guys. I'm at my other location. I guess I would call it my 4th cell cam location. It's a spot I found shed hunting this last spring. I mean, it's the spot I've always known about. I just never get in here. Just for the fact it's more of a, I think, just a travel corridor to get down to the food sources. I did find a scrape underneath this tree that I'm at now. So I'm going to see what I can do with this. I've already busted a branch down. Obviously, I know it's not time for scrapes. I'm just kind of setting the tone here. So setting the tone for this next upcoming fall to see maybe if they do utilize it for a scrape location. Like I said, there's a scrape here from last fall, so we will set up a camera here and see what we can see. Here's my branch that I broke down, putting the camera on that tree there. It's kind of it would be a northwest facing camera, which won't get any sunlight, so I don't have to worry about the sun setting off, triggering the camera multiple times a day. Here's that scrape I was telling you about. It's not much of anything now, but it was pretty scraped up this last spring. Right about where Maisie's walking right now is where that scrape was. Like I said, I got a busted branch, and underneath this branch, so you can't really see real well, but there's a trail that comes off. And there's a fence literally right there. So this borders up against the neighbor's property. That trail would lead into some really thick cover. They did log that off a couple years ago. So as you come down this trail, the camera's gonna be right there, pointing basically right where I'm standing this way. There's my busted branch. There's an old scrape. Another scrape there. And the trails lead 3 or 4 different directions right from here. Is trail 2 going down that way. That's a steep drop off. It'd be right there, big steep drop off. You can see the trees, and those are, probably 20 foot up from where that drop off is. It's just I found that this area is a good bedding area. Hard to get into during bow season, but if I have the right deer coming through on camera, obviously I'm going to set something up, keep this spot going. Again, it's not a spot I get into, so it's not overly hunted. So let me get to setting the camera up and see if I can get it to work. All right, it's been a few minutes. I got my camera set up. Took a couple of test pictures. Everything looks really good. So I will have another picture sent to me. I automatically send out on this brand of camera. This one sends a picture at 4:30, 4:32 every day, AM and PM. So we'll see how it looks this afternoon. Maybe I'll get a picture of a deer already on it today. I guess we'll check in with you guys later. All right, guys, just wrapping up my adventure today. Like I said, checked 3 cameras, put up a 4th camera. I was as I was walking out and walking back in, I guess I thought of some tips I could give you guys. Again, I've always said it, I'm not an expert. I have been putting up using trail cameras for many years. I don't want to age myself, but let's just say that go back to the 35 millimeter era is when I started using trail cameras. But yeah, when I put up a camera, especially early season, I'm looking for an area that could be used as a transition area, bedding area to a feeding area. Out here where I hunt, I walked through, you saw I walked through the head high corn, and then I walked through almost waist high alfalfa. I should be getting ready to cut that any day now. So yeah, I pick a spot where it's bedding area transitions into a travel area to a food source. And those are usually pretty good spots for bow season and going into the rut. If you can find the does bedding area, that's where you'll have the bucks come through. So usually when I put up a camera, I do set it up about anywhere from stomach high to chest high, and then for whatever reason I always make sure I point the camera downward. Not a whole lot. I'll grab a stick that is probably the diameter of my pinky, and I put it behind the camera so it does angle down just a hair. I don't know why that is. I guess, you know, I've read some things where you want your target area to be right about the middle of the area that's being photographed or pictures of. I like to put out early in the season like this. I like to put out a little mineral block or mineral powder, whatever you guys use. Primarily I use it just to get the deer to stop long enough to grab a little lick or a bite or whatever. It just gives me an inventory of what kind of deer are in the area. Obviously not every deer is going to walk through there, but I do get a pretty good idea of what caliber deer that I have for the year. Again, not an expert, just from my years of experience. You will, especially during the rut, you will have bucks come through that you've never had on camera all year. You will one day get 2, 3, 4 different bucks, and obviously those are coming off of different properties. They're looking for does. For does in heat or whatever. Obviously that's for a different time. So once I get the camera up, I walk in front of it, make sure I'm getting a good, most cameras will have a light on it to tell you if it's capturing you or not. Just walk the area back and forth. I guess I could throw out there that you should remain as scent free as you can. I'm guilty of not doing that. I guess with the trail cameras that I have up now, my cell cams, there won't be a reason for me to go out there for quite some time unless I'm getting dead batteries or no pictures at all. And obviously I have to go check the cameras, make sure they're still functioning or not. So once I have a good test area, getting pictures sent to my phone on these cell cams, then I'll just clear out a few some brush or branches that might be in the way of capturing the deer. Obviously you're looking for bucks. I'm looking for bucks, and almost every single time, I don't know what they always get their head behind some brush that you just can't quite make out what they are. So I do try to clear out as much brush as I can, but not too much. And I want to draw attention to the area from the next property over or whatever. Obviously I don't want my camera stolen, but yeah, and I just walk out of the area and just hope for pictures. If you have just a regular camera, they have to change out the cards. I would suggest just be scent free as you can, because you obviously don't want to disturb the area. or have the deer pattern you if you're coming in there every 2 weeks. And, you know, deer are smart, as we all know. Deer are smart, and they will pattern you as much as you pattern them. So hopefully it gave you enough little tips, what I've experienced, what works for me. I know other people that run a lot more cameras than I run. I'm only on 80 acres that I lease out here. It's not a lot of timber. It's some timber. It's enough timber for the deer to travel through, to bed in, and it's on top of the food sources that they use. So it's a pretty good area, real good for bull hunting. Gun season, it's okay if you have enough pressure around you. If there's not a lot of pressure, there's not a lot of deer. As you probably seen in my hunting video back in November, I had a rough season last year. I was just looking through some older pictures, I guess Trailcam pictures from last year at this time, and I had probably 10 different bucks, and 2 or 3 of those being shooters on camera already. This year I have one decent buck, but he's definitely not a shooter this year. But he, obviously let him go, let him grow. So we'll see what happens. It's still early. It's July 10th, I think it is today, July 11th. So got a whole month of growing antlers yet. So we'll see what we see, and I will get this video uploaded. That way, if you guys have any questions, you can give me a holler. And with that said, if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. Please like my videos, and please share my videos. You might have somebody out there that is looking at getting into hunting, pre-season scouting and whatnot. Just tell them ahead of time, Lumberjack here is not an expert. I just like to give tips on what works for me. And obviously I'm always learning. Keep your mind open to other people's, whatever works for them. Keep your mind open to their suggestions. I'm only Lumberjack. I'm not a hunting expert. I just like to go out and record some of the things that I do, and I can spread that on to you guys. Until next time, Lumberjack here. Have a good one.